If ever there was a game where it was kismet for me to play, Duck Detective is that game. He's a detective, I'm an inspector, same difference. We have similar clothes, the magnifying glasses. I'm not an animal, but he suffers from a bread addiction, and what is a bun if not shaped bread? He's much more pessimistic and dramatic than I am, but I'm calling it. The stars have aligned for this achievement hunt. Who am I to oppose fate? Today we'll be unlocking all achievements in the second game in the Duck Detective series, The Ghost of Glamping. I would include the first game, The Case of the Secret Salami, but I already 100%ed that on my own. Whoopsie. It was good, you should go play it, but this will only be about the sequel. Okay? Let's get started. The Duck Detective is the alias for one Eugene McQuacklin, a down-on-his-luck PI struggling with his wife Anna leaving him, a swan he had married up, along with financial issues stemming from his debilitating bread addiction.
He tells me to stay away from the bread, but doesn't he know how dangerous it is to go cold turkey?
He is very noir dramatic and will have inner monologues with himself right in the middle of solving crimes.
Mr. Duck Detective, you've been silently staring into the distance for a while now.
The Duck Detective faces many mysteries throughout his day which require solving, from trying to figure out why his wife left him, to solving the secret of where his roommate/president of the Duck Detective fan club, Freddie Fredersen, is dragging him to. These questions and more are solved through the power of deductions. I have to waddle around, taking statements, inspecting scenes, and gathering keywords which we can use later to quack the case. As I mentioned, Freddy has decided that we need to go on vacation, glamping outside of an alleged haunted sanatorium. Upon arrival, we learn that there have been tables and chairs stolen from the campsite. But fear not, the Duck Detective is on the case.
A theft! That was definitely something I had to investigate.
First order of business is to meet all of the key players. Emilia, the perpetually nervous manager of the camp. Arnaud, a big-time chess influencer. His assistant Katya, who is also Freddy's girlfriend, go figure. Matilda, a high-ranking military officer, and her son, Toby, who is a little nerd. Lastly, Theodore, an eternally unperturbed capybara, as capybaras usually are. Before my crime-solving skills get me too far, Emilia gathers up the campers for a ghost tour of the sanatorium. The ghost story she tells is targeting young boys, which Toby is right there. So he gets freaked out when there's a loud noise coming from the VIP area. Instead of a ghost, we find that someone has broken into Arnaud's accommodations and stolen his lucky scarf. I also learn that he has a little tete-a-tete with someone just referred to as Queen, coordinating an exchange, an unidentified present for lewd photos of the bunny. Presently request any photo of me you want.
I wonder who the people are in
God.
this chat.
Even more disturbing was finding out that the queen is Matilda, that military beaver. She's just obsessed with Arnaud and took his lucky scarf since she was tired of waiting for his attention and his pictures. Looking more into Matilda, she's being spied on, and not very discreetly. This is almost certainly due to her high-ranking military position and thereby her possession of very sensitive and classified information. We also learn that she was a, free spirit in her younger days. Bit of a man in every port kind of situation. Now, with way more information about Matilda's sex life than I ever wanted, Duck Detective requests unfettered access to all areas of the camp, including the sanatorium. Unfortunately, Fredersen cannot keep his very large trap shut and spills the beans on what's turning out to be a very sensitive investigation. In the middle of him making my job a huge mess, an eerie glow comes from the top floor of the sanatorium, which shouldn't be possible since the power is off. Everyone freaks out, compounded by the information that Toby is missing. We get the key to Theodore's RV and find that he's one of those, doomsday preppers. Inside the RV is a letter showing that Theodore is wrestling with a secret of some kind, and this horrifying wall covered in pictures of Toby, along with his school schedule, the clubs he participates in, his school ID card. I have many thoughts about this. Not a one is positive.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either, Eugene. But before we go too far down a dark road, let's stop to ponder what that relationship might be. Because Toby does have that one lock of light brown hair, kind of capybara colored. Yep, Theodore had a fling with Matilda while she was in the military, and he's Toby's dad.
You've really let yourself go.
Setting that aside for the moment, we still need to figure out who's spying on Matilda and what's going on in the sanatorium with that light. After I, possibly break and enter, it appears that someone knocked over this owl statue in their attempt to flip the breaker, hitting themselves with these circular glasses in the process. We have seen a certain someone with an odd-shaped bruise. The top of the sanatorium is set up as a nerve center for an international spy named Sarah. But Sarah is a goat, and we've not encountered any confusing looking animals, eh? This is rude to ask, ma'am, but what animal are you? An antelope? Maybe? So, Katya is an international spy, and Matilda has hidden secret military documents in a toilet in exchange for nudes of Arnaud.
Gotta be kidding me.
All that's left is to make a dramatic declaration of my findings and break Frederson's heart. At least he didn't overreact.
When you told me that you thought my Rubik's Cubes were cool, was everything a lie?
At this point, we can consider this case quacked.
But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
I get to decide who to arrest between Katya, Matilda, and Arnaud, and I don't know, throw the book at all of them. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Well, good thing you met your dad, kid.
Don't worry, my dear. It will all be fine.
She's gonna get sanctioned.
See, Frederson, I quacked the case again.
See, Freddy, I did it! Aren't you so glad we came on your trip? Alas, the duck detective has a warrant out for his arrest for failure to appear at a court hearing, and he gets picked up at the same time.
Wait, what is happening? I want to speak to my lawyer!
This is a cute, casual, charming investigation game, and he waddles away, waddle waddle. It's pretty easy. It only took me about 2 hours to unlock all 11 achievements, with something like 95% of them coming just by playing the game. With the other achievements being go for a swim, kick this ball around, and express my feelings. I have a beak and I must scream. If you're a fan of mystery/detective games like I am, I can definitely recommend both of the Duck Detective games. But like I said, these are not very challenging. If you're looking for this style of game, but harder, I would recommend the Golden Idol series. Both Case of the Golden Idol and Rise of the Golden Idol are good. That said, my absolute favorite game in this genre ever made, in this life and the next, is Return of the Obra Dinn. I love everything about it. So much so that I have made the conscious decision to never make content discussing the details of it. I want everyone who plays it to get to experience it the way that I experienced it. Completely blind. I am not going to be the spoiler source on that one. But if anyone asks, the captain did it. I got a bit off topic there for a minute. I know this video is about the cute duck game, I just really enjoy mystery, detective, puzzle type games. If you guys have more recommendations, I'd love to hear them. But for now, that's all I have for you guys. Until next time, bye bye.